Okay, everyone, we are back. This time we have the Bully Boys versus the Merry Men. So it's going to be boys to men here. Canyon ambush. See what I did there with the pun? Yeah. Yeah, well, I did. Anyway, that is as it may be. It's loadouts time. Yes, they are. I mean, obviously, they thought that squid would be a good counter to the galleon, not so much a blenderfish and the pyramidion, perhaps. Yes. Yes. Hmm. Now, I'd like to point out that the then it caught fires, their engines and their balloon are being continuously buffed. Now, the Mum of Dragons, it's the hull on the balloon that's being continuously buffed. The Voltan, the hull's being continuously buffed. So different priorities here. And obviously, Zill is looking for maneuverability, while the Bully Boys are more looking for tanking. Hmm? I think they were considering going. I don't know. I think they're thinking of going around the side. They might be thinking they're still in the spot. Oh, but the Mum of Dragons is facing. Oh, someone's going to get spotted any second here. Oh, Mum of Dragons been spotted. Oh no, the Merry Men have got the drop on the Bully Boys here. Oh no, the broken submarine's been spotted now. Mum of Dragons is a bit too far ahead. Voltan's turning on the submarine. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Imagine, just a heads up, you're muted on the stream.
And I've been muted the entire time on the screen, so that's cool. All right, so hi guys. A lot of stuff has been happening.
Oh dear, Voltan just hit one of his own mines there. That's a thing that just happened. Um, Voltan taking lots of focus fire here and dies. Oh,
All right, so a lot of stuff happened. I was muted. Everything's cool. 2-0 lead for Merrymen as they managed to come around, take out the Mum of Dragons real dang fast, and the Voltan going on as well. All right, so hi guys, how's it going? Everyone watching the stream, how are you today? I am just fine.
it looks to me like the Merry Men are going to be going back to their spawn. Are the Bully Boys regroup?
Yeah, well, you don't quite want to be in that close. Um,
Oh, and someone's Oh, Josh is disconnected.
yep,
Brilliant. Oh well.
looks like it's a yeah, one of the
Um,
engineers on the
Dill
Voltan is
politely
disconnected.
saying we can wait.
Yep, and you see this happen every now and then. Somebody will lose connection, computer will crash. You know, that sort of stuff will happen. And oftentimes, if you ask politely, the other teams, especially in tournament settings like this, the other team will quite often acquiesce to your request. Although, was it you around who? There's one match when somebody lost somebody and they were
It was
asking if they
the
wanted to.
Wolfpack Overwatch, I think.
Yeah, it was something, and then they continued to fire anyway by accident because they didn't
Yeah.
know.
It's like, hey, hang on, we've had a disconnect. They say, okay, wait, and then they just fire on him anyway. That was brilliant.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, it wasn't done maliciously. It was just like a matter of not exactly knowing.
yeah, a bit of a miscommunication there. I suppose your instinct is when you see the enemy, you start firing. So that can happen.
Yep, yep. Oh, especially they were facing right each other, like right at the nose at that time too. So, all right. So while we wait for this, let's take a little bit of look at loadouts once more because apparently I was muted the entire time. So it is a blender fish on the mum. Let's see what sort of ammo do we have going on there. We've got heavy clip, we've got Lochnagar, and incendiary. So that looks like that's going to be the main choice for that blender fish. Let's see what the then it caught fire is taking. They're taking the exact same. So do you think that's the best loadout for a carronade? That heavy Lochnagar
I don't know.
incendiary, or would you
I
take
think
something else?
charge maybe. That'll lock the gun. I mean, charge doesn't blow up your gun, and it does almost the same amount of damage in 2 shots. But I don't know. Uh,
So sometimes it's a little bit hard of a call.
I'd rather have something that's a bit more a bit more consistent. You know, something where you can sort of spread the fire around a bit if needs be.
Yep, fair enough.
But I suppose the thing about the Lochnagar is it can do an awful lot of damage very quickly if you need to. But you know, the gunner has to sort of discriminate quite carefully when that needs to be.
Yeah, and have seen Lochnagar used quite a lot in carronades, especially on blenderfish. Not so much on like galleons or spires. Not entirely sure why that is, but I usually only see Lochnagar being used on carronade or heavy carronades on just solely on goldfish. Probably because it's so easy to aim the goldfish. You kind of line up that point. If we look at it here, there's this point right up at the front of the uh, goldfish, and you just have your carronade turn pointed the same way, and that's usually going to hit right on. Now, another difference that we have going on here is the Broken Submarine does have a gunner. It does have it in D Maximus, who is using, let's see, heavy Lesmok incendiary, or no, heavy greased incendiary, my mistake. And before he disconnected, our last Bully Boy member was a third engineer. So the Bully Boys were going with that 3 engineer Pyramidon setup instead of the 2 engineer, 1 gunner. That's what I'm trying to say. Which do you prefer for for
Oh,
Pyramids.
free engineers, definitely.
So you're definitely in the free engineer camp.
I'd rather be able to buff my gun than have like a few different amatites when you only. I don't think you only really need one anyway.
Yeah, well,
It's
we're
only
not,
very
we're not,
rare.
we're not going to get into that argument on stream because.
Well, you got someone who's someone's disconnect. Oh, looks like we've got.
Oh, they're getting somebody else in here.
Amy. All right. Well, we have a mid-match substitution here.
Oh, hold on, because now somebody
And
from
it
the
looks
Merry Men
like
has
Haversac's
disconnected. So we're gonna go ahead and wait until that one clears up.
There we go.
All right, he's back in. So finally, we should be good to go here. Restarting this match, although not exactly because the Merry Men are up 2-0. And it looks like the all clear has been sounded, so we should be getting back into this match as soon as we can. All right, so for reals this time, says D Maximus, and let's see what these two teams decide to do. Last time we saw them kind of skirting around that giant rock in the middle, and this time they are quite far apart from each other currently.
Well, yeah, I imagine they. Oh, is Haversac back now?
Yeah, he reconnected almost immediately. So.
Okay, that's good. Right, brilliant. Okay, well now they're just waiting around and a force of habit, I suppose.
All right, hold on. We'll give the official referee ruling. I can't spell.
Official referee ruling.
Yeah, I can't spell. And
Go.
Apparently, I can't spell. All right, so there we go. So now they know what's going on with my spelling errors. I messed that sentence up like terribly. But here we go. So we are getting the ships moving once more as the bully boys are gonna go around on the side over here. I think they're probably gonna take that all the way side passage, get over near blue spawn if they can. And the Merry Men are sort of actually sitting where they were in that last match between them and the Sky Invading Rhinos when the Rhinos came on around the side of the rock there. We'll see how really they end up finding each other, or if they've managed finding each other at all. Now, can you actually see into this canyon where the bully boys are coming from where the Merry Men are sitting right now? Do you know? Are you aware of this? Kind of like the position where the Merry Men are sitting right now. Can you actually see all the way into the canyon where the bully boys are approaching?
Well, let's have a look. You can. It's kind of a bit obscured by clouds, but I mean there is a line of sight.
Yeah,
there.
okay, there we go.
Yep,
So they are spotting him.
Spot's gone down. The mum of dragons.
But he is moving back right away, so it's possible that the bully boys weren't looking all the way to this side. However, at that point they have to be confused by this spot if they don't think that they're straight ahead of them, because they were not out of the canyon yet before they were spotted. And so I think they have an inkling of where the Merry Men are. The Merry Men are flying low here.
I think they're just charging on in now. Oh, Mum of Dragons already taking devastating damage.
Yep, all that armor.
They went on a little bit
down,
a little bit too far ahead.
Yeah,
the
nice
ram
coming in.
Caught fire.
And right before that ram,
very eager.
Yeah, right before that ram, they also took out the carronade of the Mom of Dragons. The Mom of Dragons doesn't have its front gun to fire with, and they are just getting
taking a bounce off his teammate here. Broken submarine, then it caught fire. Focus firing perfectly. And the Mum of Dragons is down.
Yeah, that is just textbook
Voltan ramming into the then it caught fire though.
And then it caught fire. It's got to be careful
then it
here.
caught fire, taking a lot of damage.
Taking a lot of that mortar fire. Half health, balloon down.
Oh, but he's managed to evade. Broken submarines hooking in the gap mortar now.
And the Voltan's the one
trying to go
suffering.
low.
Then it caught fire.
Voltan's managed to just barely get underneath. But the broken submarines got him again.
Then it caught fire, stuck
Trying
against
to take down the then it
this
caught
rock.
fire.
Then it
Oh,
caught
a few more
fire.
mortar shots will do.
Ooh.
Oh,
Just Borkin submarine just managed to get the Voltan down before it gets those final shots onto the then it caught fire. Then it caught fire was bumping along that rock there and had to be sweating bullets right there as just a few mortar shots coming in. They were perfectly lined up. That would have been absolutely catastrophic for the then it caught fire. So it is a 4-0 lead here for Zill and his merry men.
Yes, it is. Well, hopefully the Bully Boys will kind of take note of the fact then it caught fire is damaged here. They're going to have to be a bit more cautious because the spotting from the Merry Men has been better.
And
the Merry Men have seen the Bully Boys before the Bully Boys have seen them, and that's given them the advantage in what is effectively a mirror matchup here.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Merry Men have done a very fantastic job of focus firing, getting immediately onto the Mum of Dragons. I think both engagements, they've also just used their own carronade to take out the Mum of Dragons carronade. So not only are they both firing at the Mum of Dragons, but the Mum of Dragons also had no way to fire it back at them. So just very good tactics by the Merry Men, and it's kind of blindsided the Bully Boys so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to get back in this, they're going to need to kind of watch where they're going a bit more. They're going to need... Oh, dear. I think the Merry Men are coming around, sneaking behind the Bully Boys. The Voltan and the Mama Dragons are a bit too split up here.
Yeah,
the spot's probably going to go down. The spot's going to go down any second now. Yep.
Yeah, the Mama Dragons ran into where the Merry Men were.
Completely... caught out of position. The Mama Dragons being focus fired here with the Voltan.
And here comes another one of those rams from Zill into the Mum of Dragons. The Voltan trying desperately to save its teammate, but the Mum of Dragons has taken so much damage here. It's going to get knocked into the ground, taking a lot of fire here. And is it going to be able to survive, or are they going to be able to get their armor back up? But no, they're not. No. Just not quite fast enough.
First round goes to the Merry Men.
Yeah, so a little bit of a delay in the middle there as we're waiting for team members to rejoin, but in the end, Merry Men take it down 5-0 to win game number 1. So we will be going into game number 2 on Perton. Is that Perton Rumble? Yeah, Perton Rumble next.
Okay, we're back with the second game of the series between the Bully Boys and the Merry Men. And it's on Parisian Rumble.
And this time I'm not forgetting to unmute my mic, so go me.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Yes, we're pretty good at this.
Yeah, I am literally the best. All right, let's get some quick ship rundowns here between the Bully Boys and the Merry Men. On the Bully Boys side, once again, piloted by a Serv Death Witcher, we've got a Blenderfish, no surprise on this map, with Banshee, Carronade as 2 side guns. On the Voltan, still a Metaminion Gat Mortar with Flamethrower Banshee side, it looks like. Then it caught fire, piloted by Zill. We've got another Blenderfish with Banshee and a Carronade as side guns, and the Broken Submarine, piloted by Mr. Lambert himself. It is another Gat Mortar ship with a Carronade flare side. Now, let me take a quick look here between the Broken Submarine and the Voltan. So the 2 ships actually have their Gat and Mortars swapped. Which one of these do you like more? Which side do you want the Gat and which side do you want the mortar?
I've been asked this question before. I tend to just leave it on whichever puppy last asked me. Oh, can you switch it around? Because it doesn't really matter that much to me. Like I said, I prefer to run with all engineer Pyramidion anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much.
Fair enough. I think a lot of captains like the, as I get a little bit of lag there, but a lot of captains like the Gat being used by the engineer and the gunner. Well, I guess if you have a gunner, they're more likely to be on the mortar because the mortar actually can make use of the 3 different ammo types, whereas the Gat really can't all that much. So if you're going to be running a gunner, you probably want to stick the gunner onto your mortar side. All right, so what do you have? At least that's the way I see it, but we all have our own ways of flying, of course. Of course, you don't even take a gunner, so what do you care, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I just, yeah, it's not something that I lose sleep over, really.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
Oh, Mom of Dragons, I think took a little bit of a bounce there, maybe, or they're like, okay, they're just backing up. They were going forward, and suddenly they started going backwards. So I thought they took a little bit of a bouncy there off the side of the building. Once you're going through these little crevices and little tight spaces, you can take a lot of those bounces. And maybe that did happen. Well, doesn't really matter. Nothing too catastrophic came out of it. Now, the 2 ships are actually...
oh, Voltan
takes a little bounce there. There you go. So these 2 ships are doing a little bit of a ring around the rosy.
This could go catastrophically wrong unless Voltan manages to squeeze through
I
this
think
little
he'll
gap here.
I think he'll have time to do so, unless he's...
Is he
stuck?
Velcroed or something?
No, he's just moving like super slowly. No,
and he's bouncing again.
He's bouncing again, and now this could be a real problem as that Gat fire is coming in, and the Mom of Dragons is in nowhere, no way, shape, or how there.
I think he was kind of expecting the Voltan to come through behind him.
Yeah, I mean, he's facing the wrong way through a place where it's really hard to get through anyway, and the Voltan has just gotten caught flat-footed inside of a building, getting absolutely hammered by these 2 ships. Mortar shots running in. Barely managing to stay alive here. Barely managing to stay alive, but not for much longer, and Voltan gets absolutely obliterated, and that is a horrible, horrible way to start this game for the Bully Boys. And we wanted to get off to a strong start, maybe get that first kill at least, but that did not work out very well at all.
I got no idea what happened there. Just had a bit of a problem with the wall.
And now Mom of Dragons having the same little problem here. And it looks like they are actually Velcroed, but the Merryman didn't actually know where the Mom of Dragons was until now. Maybe they...
Now they know.
Okay, they definitely know it now, as those shots come in, and the Mom of Dragons in a lot of trouble here, as both of these ships are focus firing down on it. All sorts of stuff to destroy it on the Mom of Dragons, and they're... I guess they tried to do a little bit of escape ram there, but yeah.
Pretty much meat grinding in here.
Yeah.
Voltan backing off. Realizing his mistake.
And the Mom of Dragons spawns literally as far as where you could possibly spawn.
As far as you could possibly spawn away.
I mean, they have zero chance of getting back into this fight in time, especially since the Voltan doesn't have anywhere to go himself. He's literally stuck in the corner, and
the only thing he can do is spawn through and just pray, which is what he's trying to do here.
And it looks like it may end up sort of working. I mean, they're going to have to give chase in order to do so.
As long as they just tank those engines and that hull.
Yeah, and the Merman, I think,
hydrogen was actually a pretty bad idea there.
Yeah.
He's just basically popped his own balloon.
Yep, and I think the Merrymen got a little bit ahead of themselves there. They should have known that they were already in the corner. They didn't need to charge forward any more than they had already gone, and that actually is going to allow the Voltan to get away. So good job by Voltan doing that so far. Yeah. But the Dennicott fire is still giving chase, and it's going to be hard to get around over here. They really should not have tried to turn.
Voltan might... Oh, the Voltan barely hanging on.
They get down there, but they're taking all sorts of bounces and kind of caught in the building.
He's really wedged in an awkward position.
Yeah, there you go. There goes those final few bits of damage. And Mom of Dragons, no, do not do this, Mom of Dragons. You don't want to go there. You are spotted. They know where you are. Yep, back on up. That's a good Mom of Dragons. Yes, good Mom of Dragons. The Voltan spawns not so far away in this case, kind of where the Voltan did, or the Mom of Dragons did, but in this case they're not as far away. But the Dennicott fire has come around here and has a clear beat on the Mom of Dragons. And the Mom of Dragons taking that Carronade fire. But they are going to meet back up with the Voltan, and I think then it caught fire might be a little bit out of position here as it's the one that is getting its balloon knocked out, and the Voltan's opening fire on it. So in this case, I think it's the Merry Men who made a little bit of a misstep here, getting just too far ahead, and then it caught fire is in so much trouble.
Yep, then it's caught fires. His balloon is down.
Broken submarine
Voltan's raining in the fire on him.
Broken submarine
But
trying
the
to desperately get in here.
They're kind of getting in the Voltan's way, though.
Yeah,
that's a bit suspect.
Then it caught fire, barely managed to stay alive, and
dear.
no two
bad
Merry Men teams.
Maneuvering by the Mum of Dragons here.
The two Merry Men teams collided for a little bit, but they Bully Boys just could not take advantage of that. And the Mum of Dragons taking a lot of damage here, and I'm so surprised that then it caught fire has not died yet. And there goes a little bit of a ram on the Mum of Dragons now. Mum of Dragons oh so low in health, with no balloon. They're going to collide with this building, take some more damage there.
Well, the Broken Submarine's starting to take fire, though.
Yeah,
Broken Submarine's armor's down, and
Broken Submarine does go down, but not before it takes out Mum of Dragons. So a little bit of a bittersweet victory there for Voltan. But now if it can actually turn on then it caught fire. Then it caught fire is very, very extremely low health. And
yeah, Mum of Dragons hasn't gotten a bad spawn. Mum of Dragons could catch the Then It Caught Fire. Then It Caught Fire is reversing right
into the Mum of Dragons.
If this isn't an opportunity, then I've never seen one before.
Yeah, and
this
hopefully
is the Bully's
Voltan
opportunity to come back.
Voltan realizes
Don't think we're gonna get
this.
another.
Yep, and the Broken Submarine trying to come in from that side, but then it caught fire. Is just stuck in a very bad position here. Now, Mum of Dragons needs to not overshoot them, which it almost kind of did.
Broken Submarine is charging in, though.
Yeah, and the Broken Submarine has gotten in here. Is going to fire off at the Voltan, and the Voltan's returning fire as well. Mum of Dragons still trying to...
It's going to come down to a Pyramidion battle here.
And we'll see which one of these ships goes down
Voltan
first.
took a bit of a bad ram.
Broken Submarine, however, has lost all its armor.
Down. The mortar's hooking in.
Is there going to get those final few shots up? No, and the Voltan...
The armor went up. Can the Voltan get his armor up before...
Oh no! You know what? I'm not actually sure. I'm not actually sure if it was the Mum of Dragons or the Voltan that went down for the final kill there. But regardless, it is a 5-1 victory for the Merry Men. So Merry Men putting up a very, very strong showing in this Sunday Rumble so far. And well, unfortunately, the Bully Boys will have to try again.